Oh, yeah, let me.
All right, you guys ready?
I'll get it done.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, Woodman Hills Metropolitan District regular board meeting for Thursday, August 22nd, 2019, is now called to order.
And then signatures. Pen.
I don't even know how to work this one. There we go.
Got it? On and record.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you give me a pen?
Yes.
I'll use this one.
Not one of mine. Yeah, she got that thing done. Look at the back.
Okay, roll call. Troy Stinson present.
Thank you.
Sherry Ringer present.
Russell Ryder present. Carl Lucas present.
Okay, and Nicole Vance, or Nicole Fisher will not be here. And I'll speak to that in a moment. So there will be an amendment to the agenda. I'll motion now that we enter executive session for determining positions relative to matters that may be subject to personnel matters under CRS 24641F1. And when we get down to the agenda portion, we'll,
Why can't you do that after the meeting?
because it's something we need to, that I wanna be able to announce to the public, but the board needs to be aware of it first. So, it's gonna be a short, maybe 5-minute executive session, so if we take longer than that, keep us on the clock, knock on the door if we start to run past 5 minutes, please, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're now in executive session. Open that back. Okay, item 3 will be President's welcome and remarks. Welcome, I'm glad to see you all here again this month. There's a lot of things going on in the district. I know that e-blast and things went out about the hours for the rec center, keeping summer hours throughout the year, and so we're gonna, I hope that works out for everybody. If that's something that the public sees that we need to change later on, and that's something we can still continue to look at. It's the community's rec centers, so we'll try to do what we can to keep them open when you guys wanna use them or need to use them. The other item of note is, I received a text message last night with a formal resignation of Board Director Nicole Fisher, effective immediately. That open that back. Okay, item 3 will be President's welcome and remarks. Welcome, I'm glad to see you all here again this month. There's a lot of things going on in the district. I know that e-blast and things went out about the hours for the rec center, keeping summer hours throughout the year, and so we're gonna, I hope that works out for everybody. If that's something that the public sees that we need to change later on, and that's something we can still continue to look at. It's the community's rec centers, so we'll try to do what we can to keep them open when you guys wanna use them or need to use them. The other item of note is, I received a text message last night with a formal resignation of Board Director Nicole Fisher, effective immediately. That resignates that will be up for election come the May election. So. What else was it? I think I missed anything.
Pledge.
With,
Sounds like the pledge.
okay, with that being said, does somebody want to lead us in the Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Nita. Hey, Chief, welcome. All right, next item is approval of agenda. I would motion we make the change to the agenda, add an executive session for just that one CRS article, and then we push that to the next meeting, approve that this agenda with the one for the next meeting, so we can make that change.
Second.
Could you speak up, sir, so we can hear you?
Okay. The motion has been made that we add the executive session with the personnel matter inclusion for the CRS code and push the agenda approval for this agenda to the next board meeting. We'll approve it with that agenda so that can be added and posted accordingly. So, and it's been seconded by Carl. Any discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Mr. President, haven't you said on the boards before you have set a precedent of taking the next person on the voter list?
No. Boards prior have not set that precedence, and this board has not set that precedence. We did consider it as taking the next person.
Replace Josh.
We did appoint Russell Ryder, but there were also other folks that were considered that were not on that list. There is no obligation by statute to nominate or put the next person on that list into that seat. It is completely up to the board and their nomination on who fills that seat through the next election. And then it will go out to the community after that for a vote on who fills that seat past the next election. So that'll be something that I'm sure will be discussed at the next meeting with all nominations that are made. So, thank you. All right, next item will be approval or disapproval of board minutes.
Yeah.
I move that we approve the board minutes.
Second.
Any discussion on them? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes? Okay. Carl, was you?
That's it.
Okay. All right, motion carries. All right, attorney's report.
Things are quiet. The only issue to talk about is number 8, that we'll get to in a bit.
Okay.
Did you get any information from that Blackstone.com that was saying they were representing us for payments?
Oh, I said no, but I don't remember how I said no. I did it in an email on the telephone or to the staff, but I said no.
And we haven't gotten any other community feedback or anybody saying that they've been gotten by that company or?
Nope, haven't really seen anything. So.
Okay. And I understand they quit using our logo.
They quit using the logo, and also Doxo doesn't come up when you do a Google search for Woodman Hills, which I think was the case for a while.
Yeah, it was.
So
Okay.
that's a good thing.
All right. Financial report.
Looking good.
Man, I looked over it and everything looks.
I just want to highlight in Park and Rec, you know, our revenue was quite good in July, and it really goes to the staff and the quality that they've been producing in the programming that they've been doing, so I just want that on the record.
Was that due to?
Sure, our, swimming lessons, mini camps, fitness classes, so, you know, we're seeing an increase in our fitness classes. Our swimming lessons we were just busting at the seams. So it, you know, it goes, to people's having great satisfaction.
Okay.
So I just want that, it's definitely attributed to the team.
And with the financial report, I know the budget committee is, I think, almost ready for budget to be presented next month, I believe, right? So, for next year.
Yeah.
I motion to approve the financials.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, item 8 will be a petition for inclusion of Falcon Fire Station 3. And I believe we have Chief Harwick, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Here to speak to us to that.
So what we're asking for is, to be included into the metro district for water and sewer.
Okay.
What we're wanting to take advantage of is the old Meridian Road, when it has to get tore out and your water, and your lines are being lowered. We're also replacing our entire, parking lot at that time. We're gonna build an administration building separate from the fire station on that land next year. But for right now, we don't know the timing of when the county will get to that road coming out. We'd like to tap into that water and sewer at that time for our existing facility. That way, if we do it ever in the future, we don't have to do any street cuts or any parking lot cuts.
Okay. Yeah, I know I had seen it, I believe there, and I know Jerry Jacobson's on vacation, couldn't be here tonight. But I believe it's on schedule to start. Of course, it's on the schedule to start next month, but whether or not they actually get to it, and that'll be the.
Yeah, last we were told just, last week was October.
Okay.
So, but then again, we've been told that for over a year, so we don't know when that will ever happen.
Yes.
Is that the station that's down here at 24 across from the?
Yes.
I think I didn't know the three.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, the station at 24 and Old Meridian.
Got it.
Yes, and you guys are on, on septic right now?
Yeah, this building was built in 1980 by volunteers. There was no water out here, there was no sewer.
Okay. So, does anybody have any questions for Chief Harwood while you got him here?
No.
I have a comment, but not questions.
You have a comment?
Yes, I will.
Okay, be nice.
Yes, sir. So go ahead. The district the fire department has filed a petition for inclusion, which is in your agenda. And Jerry asked me if it was okay, the form of it, and it is. There are more steps involved yet, which haven't yet happened. I understand, but I haven't seen it, that Jerry sent a notice to somebody. I haven't seen the notice, so I don't know where it went. And then I don't know what the nature of the deal is that's between the district and the fire department, with discussion of dollars specifically. And
No, there hasn't
whatever.
been any discussion.
Okay, so that is all open yet for discussion, so.
Notice is in the paper today, the ranch land.
Okay, but there's a timeline involved and so forth. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what's in it, so.
Yeah, I can get it to you tomorrow. I know Jerry posted it in the paper though, so.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm just saying I
I know
haven't
you
seen
guys
it.
are still in the very preliminary process of the inclusion petition, correct?
Right, all we've done is submitted
the
the
notice.
request.
Right, so the board, this board, the statute says, the board shall hear the petition at a public meeting after publication of notice of the filing of the petition, and then it goes on from there. So we've got the first step, the petition, but we haven't, the board can continue the hearing to a subsequent meeting. We're not to that point yet, we've just received information that we've got the petition, but the hearing for the inclusion hasn't happened yet. Okay, so.
There were some.
And usually you would schedule that for a future meeting.
Well, different approaches, let's just say. But anyway, I'm not saying that in a negative sense, I'm just saying that there's more stuff yet to happen before it goes forward. that's all.
Cause I know I personally, I don't know how the rest of the board feels, I wanna see the other, I know there's a second parcel that's been in discussion with that.
Right, we're working with Falcon Highlands to acquire that 100-foot wide strip of land in front of it. And
Okay.
The reason for that is, and this inclusion does not include that, this only include, at this time, we would, if we do acquire that, we'll request that same piece of land to be included as well. We just didn't wanna miss the boat, you know, I didn't know how long it would take, so we figured we'd get it started and then come back with that. The reason we're trying, we traded some land at the end where the new Meridian Road is coming across to Falcon Highlands for this, but we're waiting for the process to complete, because by default, the county will create a lot in the road, when that new road goes through. That's in the process also, and it's already at the title company, we just haven't got a date yet for closing. So, who knows, anywhere from the next 30 days to the next 6 months, the way that stuff goes.
And I'm sorry.
And we need that strip of land in order to be able to build the administration building up front.
I've seen some numbers suggested, if you will, but there's been no what I call deal making happen yet as to what's gonna happen financially. The big major thing I'm trying to find out, so
Yeah,
that discussion's yet to happen.
We haven't had that discussion, I know, yeah, we fully
That would be part of the
understand that.
package to come back to the board
Yeah.
to decide whether they want to proceed or not.
Right, and we understand, you know, the tap fees and whatever is involved there.
So everybody's
But we
clear.
haven't worked with them, we need to work with Jerry and maybe your engineer to size what it is and what we're gonna run in there, and what makes the most sense for the future. We've even discussed, you know, do we run a line that has the ability for expansion for other land? I don't know what the Metro District's desires are yet either.
Yeah, the whole engineering side is one issue yet to be resolved, and the financials, which I keep coming back to, is the other side to be resolved, so all that stuff's in the air.
So very preliminary right now, but, once we get everything packaged together,
Then we come back to it,
we'll
notice
come back to it and then put notice for the hearing out and have that discussion. Can you guys still hear me back there?
So I'll work with Jerry and we'll try to get some of that stuff worked out so that we'll have plenty of information.
And there may well be an agreement reflecting that. In fact, we probably should.
Well, thank you for coming in
You bet.
and explaining that.
And I'll be here whenever, you know, for the hearing.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Any of that? Okay, sure.
Motion to accept the petition.
I don't know.
It's just information that you receive the petition. When the notice happens, stuff I just read from the state. There'll be a notice of hearing. What witchcraft is this? And I'm trying to just push Jerry.
All right.
Pushing Jerry on what's to do, so.
Right. Okay. Item 9, public comment about current board business not on the agenda. Is the sheet back there?
Can't sign in, no pen.
Here you go. Fair enough. Come back.
Yeah, that's my fault.
I would not let you. It's okay. It's all right.
I can throw it back there.
Oh, yeah, looks like that.
I need a drink. Oh.
Not today.
Can I bother you to get me a little water?
Is it in the kitchen?
Thank you.
Okay, Walter and Porter.
Walter Porter, 9344 Bethpage Road, former board member. I have a problem with you changing the meeting dates at
Okay.
times. You can't change a bylaw with a resolution.
Okay.
It says here that under 315, that a simple majority of the board can change it, but SDA rules say you have to post it for a month then vote on it, and the public has a right to comment on it before you change it.
Okay.
And so the meetings have to be held at 6:30. If you're in public session, you have to come out, hold your meeting, and then go back in public session. And the other thing is, when you come out of executive session, according to the SDA lawyers, you have to say, the board is now out of executive session and we're back in public session, in those words. And you had one of the best SDA lawyers that the county, the state has, and you lost him because of your stupid actions.
Are you reading from the bylaws?
Yes.
Okay, can you go to section 3.11, please?
Hey,
Okay.
come on, you have one.
Or let's, my apologies, I was wrong. 3.4 for regular meetings. And these are from bylaws that your board.
3.41, regular meetings of the board shall be held at 6:30 PM on the fourth Tuesday of each month at the Community Center West, 11720 Woodman Hills Drive, unless otherwise designated and posted.
Okay, which these meeting minutes have been posted according to state statute every meeting,
But
to
it's,
answer your question.
yeah, but you're violating the bylaw.
No, I'm not. You just read a bylaw.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, next item. I do apologize though for the marquee. They're gonna work to fix that, the meeting notice.
Yeah, we always put them up, immediately after, like we would put up tomorrow for next month's meeting, so people know the date and the time. So, you know, Jeremy changed them this morning after, sort of 5:30.
Next person will be Ron Pace.
On Pace, 12058 Real Sequel Road, Payne, Colorado, 80831. Boy, I had so much to say tonight. I guess Mrs. Vance has resigned. That's a sorry sight to see of all the people that should resign. So, I've been told what I can and can't say at meetings. I've admonished a bunch of people at the Board of County Commissioners and a few other elected officials and some state senators who I got in the face of, because I'm not gonna let someone tell me what I can and can't say. And I gotta tell you something, in this community, my name's pretty much garbage. The other day I went to a VFW function and ordered a steak, and the people in there looked at me like I killed their kids. I didn't know half of them. But in the back was Mr. and Mrs. LePage. And then I found out later on why those people were looking at me like that. And that's gonna stop. And I'm gonna make it stop. I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna make it stop, but it's gonna stop. Okay? People's opinion of me is my business. I post stuff online for a reason, okay? If you wanna nitpick me or tell me to shut up, then ask me to step outside. Winner take all. Okay, I'm just not here to cater to anybody else, and the way people talk to the people in this room isn't going down like that anymore. There's a recall coming. You two gentlemen are excluded from it, okay? That's just right to your face, okay? And so are you, all right? I don't know what happened to Mrs. Vance. I'll send her a goodbye and a congratulations. You failed to live up to your promises. One of them was to replace the lawyer, straight up. I got that recording. I listened to it 50 million times. You haven't done it. So you and I have a problem. And we can sit here and banter back and forth. The next flyer that goes out is this one, which if I had the glue, it'd be on the side of my banner now. And so, however you want to handle it, if you want to take me back to court, if you want to take it wherever you want to go, I'm in. But what you did was wrong. It goes against everything I've ever been taught from the time I was this big. My brother-in-law's a cop and he's retiring in 2 weeks. And he said the stuff you pulled was a joke. And he's a lawyer too. That's what he's been helping me with. That's why everybody's asking me who the lawyer is. It's my brother-in-law. I don't have the money for it, but he's been nice enough and kind enough to help me. So you can resign, or effective tomorrow morning, the banners are going everywhere. And the money I got is exactly what I'm spending it on, because I said I'm gonna do that. You guys have been pretty okay, but you don't answer your emails so well. Try it sometime. You should have been gone on a rail, Mr. Pengelow, straight up. And that's it. And you can laugh and smug look all you want, because I want that on a video, because that's where it's gonna be. I was gonna go to that thing tonight for Mr. Devon Bailey, but this was a little bit more important, so now I'm gonna head over there now. Once I get the committee stuff set up, I'd appreciate it if anybody gets caught taking my signs down or recall stuff like that, that they report them to the police and have them arrested immediately, unlike the last time it happened. Anyways, I apologize for any inconvenience that a recall is gonna cause, or the cost of it, but I'm sorry, but I think I've been pretty cool about everything. And I'm not gonna be going on Facebook to post anything at this point, because the committee's already told me, let's just do this. And just so we're clear about the committee members, it's my family, because it's personal for me. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh,
Case.
and I apologize for any inconvenience, it's my pleasure, man.
Okay, item 10, other business.
Why are you focusing on me? Go that way.
I don't think there's any other business.
No, nothing else?
Nothing else, we're good.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
I'm making it in time.
Okay. All right, I motion we adjourn.
Second.
Third.
All in favor? Okay. We are adjourned.